Well. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is your guy Ray coming to you live all the way from here. We're here, right here. Welcome to Exodus Life Change. Welcome to Exodus Life Change. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Not have been on a lot of lives lately. Well, anyway, I just want to welcome you guys to our channel. Right. I want to talk to my men. I understand, my purpose in life. Understand that right now, men, we're having an identity crisis. A lot of us are having an identity crisis. Not all of us, but a majority of us. A majority of young people are having an identity crisis, not realizing who they are. We got triple OGs, baby boomers, everybody, not knowing exactly what our purpose is here on earth. Not knowing our existence. Why are we here? And here's what you got to understand. And this is our title for today. Where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. Meaning, if I don't know why I was created, at some point I'm going to start abusing myself. Meaning, if I don't understand my purpose, I'm going to start abusing other people. Meaning, if I don't understand my purpose, I will fall into the world system. And you're going to hear me always talking about, I'm going to keep coming up against masculinity. We're going to fall into the world system of being masculine men, right? Based on a world system saying how we're supposed to be, and wondering why we keep falling short. I know when I was out there on them drugs and homeless and in prison and all that stuff, there was a standard that I was trying to uphold. There was a way I was supposed to thought a man was supposed to be. There was a system put in place that said this is how men operate. There was traditions and rules and regulations growing up in the projects. This is what a man is supposed to be. All these things that led me down a path of abuse to myself and to other people. I at some point I had an abusive life, just abusing everything I touched. Couldn't be trusted. Busted, disgusted, and couldn't be trusted. Because I had no clue why I was here. I had no clue what my purpose was. I had no clue what was my existence here on earth. So we're going to talk about it today. Where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. Brothers, I need you to open up your heart. I need you to open up your ears. I need you to hear what I'm talking about. I need you to be honest with yourself about what you're getting ready to hear. Does this apply to you? Proverbs 14:12 says this: there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. There is a way that I thought was right. There was a way of what I thought a man was supposed to be, what I was taught about manhood, what I was taught about masculinity. There was a way that I thought was right, but it led me to death. It led me into darkness. It led me into homelessness. It led me into substance abuse. It led me into prison. It led me into being adulterous and fornication. It led me into everything that I wasn't supposed to be in Christ. I mean, let me put it like this. It led me to everything that was opposite of what I was supposed to be in Christ. See, because we cannot move away from God and be truly successful. Brothers, look, we cannot move away from God and be truly successful. See, we cannot cut off our relationship with the manufacturer and expect to find genuine parts somewhere else. God created us. God is the manufacturer. He manufactures us. God is the creator. And we're the creation. We keep going to creation, right? To figure out who we are. We keep trying to get we Cadillacs, and we going over to a Volkswagen dealer to get parts to fix us. We Cadillacs and we Benzes, and we going over here to Chevrolet dealer to get instructions on how we supposed to operate. We have cut off our relationship. I had cut off my relationship with God. God is the manufacturer. He's the one that created me. He's the one that has the instructions on how I'm supposed to live. He's the one that gives me the purpose. He's the one that has the plan. I was looking everywhere else. I was looking at women. I was looking at drugs. I was looking at this. I was looking at that. and not realizing I was discombobulated at the time. You know, just like when you buy a good product, right? What comes with it? A warranty comes with it. When it messes up, a warranty comes with it. That the manufacturer can send somebody to fix it, or that he can fix it for you. See, I was ignorant of the warranty that God had for me. We became ignorant of the warranty that was in our life. See, I started trying to find parts on my own. And because I was trying to find parts on my own, they weren't, they weren't the natural fit. They weren't the genuine products for my life. See, I tried to develop a better product without the help of the manufacturer. I tried to create a new stuff in my life, and it caused me 20 years of pain and anguish. I tried fixing myself with drugs. I tried fixing myself with women. I tried fixing myself with hustling. I tried fixing myself with jobs. I tried fixing myself with all the other parts that wasn't the original plan for my life. Let me share this with you for a second. Proverbs 19:21 says this: many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Ooh, man, I gotta stretch out on that one. Many are plans in a person's heart. Man, I had plans. I had some big plans. I had 5-year plans, 10-year plans. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this package. I'm going to flip this thing. I'm going to get that person. I'm going to mess with this person. I'm going to go to this school. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But none of that was in God's purpose for my life. Every plan I had failed. Did I have success in some things? I thought it was, but it really wasn't. Because I created many, many, many plans. Think about it. How many plans have you created in life over these years? See, we have many plans, but God has a purpose. I'm going to say that again. We have many plans, but God has a purpose. See, my plans weren't in harmony with God's purpose for my life. Is your plans in harmony with God's purpose for your life? If my life wasn't fluent, my life wasn't fluent, my life wasn't flowing, my life wasn't progressing. I wasn't being all that I could be because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I needed to be. I didn't know what I needed to do. I figured out that I needed to do A, B, and C, and it had nothing to do with God's plans for my life. Because I think it's appropriate to include the concepts of opinions and perceptions in the word plan. The concepts of opinions and perceptions. My perception about something. My opinion, this is my opinion. I don't care what listen, as a man, we go get something and we got to put it together. We have a tendency, all brothers, not to look at the instructions. We look at the picture and we start putting it together without the instructions, only to have to go back and read the instructions to fix it. See, my opinion is I'm a man, I don't need no instructions. My perception is I can do it on my own. I think something should be like this. I think this part goes here. I think this part goes here. My opinion is I don't need all these screws. We have many opinions and perceptions about regarding what things should be like or what they are for. But God has a purpose for everything that He made. See, I thought, right, things should be like this. I go get high, I get this package, I flip it, I make some money, I use a little bit of that to get high, I get this girl, get that, I do this, I do that, right? This is how this thing should be, this is how it should be, this is how it should be, this is what I should do, this is what this is for. See, God has a purpose for everything that He made. It's His purpose, it's His plan. So let me hit you with this real quick. Therefore, what you think the purpose of something is and what its purpose actually is could be different than what God's saying. How I think I should live and how I think I should act and the things I think I should do and the jobs that I should be having and the people I should be with and the men of God I should be under, all this is totally opposite from what God. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Some of you guys are sitting under men, a guy you ain't supposed to be sitting under. One, that you intimidate them. Right? Let me say you this. Man, when I was out there in the world, I was hungry, man. I was getting it 7 days a week, 24/7, hustling when I was missing. Listen, going 3 and 4 days, I don't care how tired I was. I got to get up and get it in. I got to get this money. I got to get this money to get this dope. I got to do this. I'm working hard. I'm on fire for the dope. I'm on fire for the devil. So when I got saved, ain't nothing changed. I got to be on fire for God. I don't have to grind because I got grace. See, when we out there in the world, we grind. I got to get my grind on. You do the definition of grinding. Grinding is hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. Got to get my grind on. It's hard work. And some Christians even now saying, I'm grinding for God. No, grace over grind. Understanding the purpose of a thing. It's based on what the manufacturer said the thing is and how the thing is supposed to be used. I can't keep using my opinion on what my purpose was. I can't keep using my opinion on my perception of how things are supposed to be. I realized when I was on that second floor fire escape with that 357, getting ready to blow my brains out, Jesus Christ came and saved my life. He told me exactly why I was created. He told me exactly why I had to do those 20 years on drugs and alcohol and prison and in those streets, because I had to touch every infirmary, right? So that after he had converted me, after he had saved me, after he had delivered me, he said, go back and strengthen your brothers. Those who are just like you, those who have been homeless, those who have been on drugs, those who have been in prison, those who have had the voices and the demons that's running them down, trying to bust their heart. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something. Those have seen demonic forces that you believe the lie about yourself, and you got to show them how to replace it with truth. The truth about yourself, what God really said you are supposed to be, and who you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to do, and how you're supposed to do it. Because the problem here is, if my plans aren't keeping or not keeping me in line with God's purpose, then two things happen. Either I'll start suffering or I'll start abusing other people. I'll start inflicting pain on myself and I'll start inflicting pain on other people. Because where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Because listen, I'm going to say this again. The problem is that if your plans or my plans are not in keeping with God's purpose, then at some point